The Silly Monsters Club. A Big Decision for Bored Monsters by B.A. Monster. Starring Avery Bogedin as Hot Rod Stinkyton. It was a very dull day. The Silly Monsters Club had nothing to do. So they sat around doing, well, nothing. Soon, they began to get very fidgety. And it's never, ever good when monsters are bored.
Hey, I'm bored,
sighed Hot Rod Stinkyton. Me too, groaned Pea-Brain Poor Choice. Yeah, me three, moaned Cheeseball Giggletush. What if we're bored forever? Fretted Wilbur What If. Let's do our favorite thing, suggested Poopsie Bubble Sniffer. So, right then and there, those silly monsters jumped up and started running around. They raced with their arms in the air, bumping into each other and bouncing off the walls, shouting, lifting his head from the floor. Pea-Brain Poor Choice exclaimed, Hey, I saw this little thing in the kitchen drawer that can make fire. Wow! That immediately got the attention of all those silly monsters. Cheeseball Giggletush even sat up. Let's go and get it, yelled Pea-Brain Poor Choice. And then we can see how it works. Whoa, wait a minute. What if we get in trouble? Asked Wilbur What If, looking around anxiously. Okay, if you're with me, then raise your hands, Pea-Brain Poor Choice demanded.
I do not think this is a good idea at all,
warned Hot Rod Stinkyton.
What if our moms find out?
Hot Rod Stinkyton pointed out. He was quiet for a moment, deep in thought. Then he blurted forcefully,
Okay, that's it.
And he stomped his tiny monster foot and crossed his arms.
It's wrong. I'm not going.
It might burn our fingers, said Poopsie Bubble Sniffer. And we might drop it, added Cheeseball Giggletush. And it might land on some paper. What if the paper burst into flames? What If shrieked, looking worried. And what if the flames spread through the house? And what if... Oh, I can't even think about it, shouted Wilbur What If. Then all of the silly monsters started running around and bumping into each other with their arms in the air, shouting, Stop! Hot Rod Stinkyton firmly ordered. And all of the silly monsters paused in place and stood frozen like popsicles. The only things that moved were their eyes, which focused on Hot Rod Stinkyton.
I think we've made our decision, Pea-Brain. Does everyone agree?
Said Hot Rod Stinkyton. Poopsie Bubble Sniffer said, Yes, I think we've decided that it's not such a great idea after all, Pea-Brain Poor Choice. Yeah, let's find something else to do, offered Cheeseball Giggletush.
Yeah, we should ask our moms if we can play outside,
said Hot Rod Stinkyton. Pea-Brain Poor Choice rolled his eyes and putting his hands on his hips, whined, Why do we have to ask? Let's just go. Not this again, Pea-Brain Poor Choice. Finally, Hot Rod Stinkyton said,
Let's ask. That's the right thing to do.
And for once,
all the silly monsters agreed. The end.
That is, until those silly monsters get bored again.